Beginners are so wrong about what professionals find really hard in writing song lyrics. I was guilty about this myself, and if you're just starting out, you probably are as well. Here are some 5 things people commonly think are difficult in writing song lyrics, and some 5 things that actually are. And number 1 is writing on a difficult or unusual topic. In fact, nothing could be easier. In fact, if a topic is unusual, it's really easy to find metaphors around it. It's really easy to build a story that's fresh and entertaining around something that itself is fresh and entertaining, thus unusual. Normally, in this case, the ideas tend to flow in themselves. You have to do nothing to achieve that. The really difficult thing is finding a fresh view on an already familiar, sometimes overused topic. Try writing about love. There's literally nothing that people have not yet sung about related to love. There still are some ways to go around that, but man, that's hard. Probably a pro tip here would be to take a random something and pair it with the original overused topic. Like when you have love and have like, I don't know, cucumbers. Is this random enough for you? You use the freshness of cucumbers, like they're prickly when fresh, and then pair it back to love. And love, when fresh, is prickly. It is exciting. There you go, right on the surface, a very easy metaphor. And of course, you can make love preserve, you can pickle it, but it's not gonna be the same. But still, it's way harder to write on something very commonly used as a topic than on a very fresh and unusual topic. Another thing people think is difficult is overcoming the writer's block. You know this, when you're staring at a blank page not knowing what to write about? Nothing could be easier if you have a method behind that. If you have actionable steps you can take every single time you sit down to write lyrics, and they work every single time. You have a deadline, you write to the deadline. You don't sit and wait for inspiration. Instead, you follow a procedure. In fact, if you have a good method, if you have a good procedure, you have so many ideas around lyrics that you will have to cut some of those out. You will have to prioritize. And that is what actually is difficult. It's taking your ideas and never using them because there's too much to fit in one piece of lyrics. So it's not the lack of ideas you're going to be dealing with, it's the excess. And there's no pro tip there, you just have to learn to prioritize. You can sort your ideas into A level, B level, and C level, and then just keep the A level ones in. But psychologically, not using the rest of them is pretty hard. And number 3, some people may think that writing long lyrics, longer lines, more lyrics overall is challenging. It ain't. In reality, writing shorter lines, shorter lyrics overall is the thing that keeps you awake. That's something that's very hard to achieve. The shorter, the simpler, normally the better, and that is nearly impossible to master. Some people tend to have it, some people not. I myself struggle having lengthier lines. I can't really shorten them enough to fit my expectations of what shorter lyrics could be. It really is hard, and there's no workaround around that, except you might want to edit lyrics till they become shorter. And doing this is much harder than keeping the lines longer because you have a lot of space to maneuver in longer lines as opposed to shorter lines. And it takes exceptional mastery to have the lines shorter. One more thing that beginners and overall general public think that is difficult in songwriting is finding inspiration, is waiting till the inspiration strikes. The harsh reality is that when you have a method, you write and write and write. You never wait for inspiration. Instead, you just work as a lyricist. And you do it so much, it becomes so consistent and regular that the real problem for you is gonna be the burnout from it. It's just gonna be a routine, an operation you keep repeating, which never is good for your psychological health. So this is when you need to start treating that as a job and apply any mental health related things to it as you would to a job. And that's the hard part of it. You want to think it's fancy and artsy and stuff, but it's not. It's really a routine. And that's what's difficult to realize and live with. A pro tip there would be to change up your routine, change up your methods, or change up the things you do. Write a song, then go build a house, I don't know. Interchange tasks. Any work-life balance related tips will work here. And last but not least, and I've seen that a lot on the internet, is when people think that it's hard to balance your self-expression, your internal artist, and the commercial value you need to target at. Nothing could be farther away from the truth, actually. The hard thing is to realize that lyrics have nothing to do with commercial value. No one knows how the commercial success happens. Probably it's dedication, hard work, and mostly luck. And this is so much harder to understand, realize, and accept. It's not the lyrics that make songs popular. It's very much something else, probably luck. If I could trade my self-expression for a bit of commercial success, I would absolutely do this, but I can't because it doesn't work like this. This is why people have ghostwriters who are commercially successful but have no songs of their own. This is the way it works. It's the artist brand that matters, not the song itself. And not the lyrics for sure. The good news here is that you don't have to trade your self-expression for commercial value. Just express yourself as much as you want. The bad news, however, the chances of you getting commercial success from it pretty low. But the best thing you can do for your commercial success is at least try. If you're not trying at all, your chances are zero. If you start trying, your chances are very small. And very small is way better than zero. And speaking of commercial success, thank you so much for watching the video till the very end. It lets YouTube know the video is interesting and it starts promoting it across the platform, especially if you subscribe during watching. And most importantly, it makes me happy. And while you're subscribing, please like the video, especially if you have a heart. I hope this video made your day a little bit better because you're awesome. Sometimes it stings. Sometimes it tickles. Sometimes it stings. Sometimes it tickles. My love for you is just like a pickle. Yes, you are.